This is Katherine and Christopher Tipper of Hunter Benefits Consulting Group. This is our
On the Couch, the Friday afternoon bourbon edition.
Okay, what's the topic?
We are going to be talking about why financial advisors need us. Okay, before we get into that, our On the Couch video series is our attempt at, in a lighthearted way, helping advisors, CPAs, etc., and anybody else who wants to watch understand what's going on with the IRS, the Department of Labor, the PBGC, etc. But we try to do it in a way where you don't want to put needles in your eyes, right?
That's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. So when we come back from the intro and the Washington update, we'll be talking about how we help advisors. And we're back. And Kristina, Washington update?
Hey, yes, there is a Washington update for today. And basically it has to do with the Senate, who has put together their version of the Secure Act 2.0. They call it Rise and Shine. Yeah, exciting. Everybody needs to be independent. So they will be holding a markup meeting next week on the 14th, where they get together and they hash out all of the details. Not everything from the House version is included in this, and some of the items that were in the House have been repeated, but the Senate came up with some of their own, like emergency savings, which would go into the plan as after-tax contributions, but the employer would be required to match if the plan has matching contributions. So that could be exciting. And then for QACAs and EACAs, where there's automatic enrollment, you will have to revisit that every 3 years to make sure that everybody knows that they have a plan and they should be enrolled if they have not made an election, an actual election. You give them the option. And then they've decided that some of the costs to redesign a plan might be payable from the plan assets if the participants and beneficiaries would benefit by the change in the plan, such as adding a match or adding a non-elective, something where the participants get something out of the amendment.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I think. So
yes.
We'll see. All right. Time will tell. All right. Now then, so we had, if you remember from last week's video, we've got a new person here helping us on marketing. So we're hoping to have a lot more relevant and helpful questions, right? Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. So we thought we would discuss today why financial advisors need us and how we help them. All right. And the first thing I thought about was that, and I always like Venn diagrams, okay? So the skill set for financial advisors on educating employees and our skill set on keeping the clients out of trouble, they really don't overlap. Would you agree with that? We're focusing on very different things.
Yes. We believe that it's much stronger for the advisors to be advising folks about money, how it works, all of that great stuff, and us to be on the side saying, here's how the compliance works.
So what I tell new clients is that the financial advisor makes them happy and we keep them out of trouble with the IRS and the Department of Labor. It's two very different mindsets. Does that make sense?
It does, and I think one of the analogies is the code about 401k plans is what, like thousands of pages long, right? And most people really want just the cliff notes, and quite frankly, advisors know the cliff notes. They want to know what time it is, not how to build the watch. Right, and we know how to build the watch. And so, since you don't actually want to think deeply about all, what do you think it is? 10,000 pages? 100,000 pages? I don't know what it is.
Thousands.
But it's actually good to have a, I would call us geeks who actually understand this.
Right.
And so it's like, call your favorite geek and find out what the solution is. So,
if there is one. All right. Does that make sense?
We're going to be positive.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, okay. Keep going.
So keep going.
We're passing the audition so far. All right. So now then, The other area where we help financial advisors is clients almost always start off talking about how simple their situation is, especially when they're talking to an advisor for the first time. But it's up to us to find out that it usually isn't very simple. They own a bunch of companies, or they've got a lot more owners in the company, or there's
some of the owners are kids.
Or some of the owners are kids, relatives, random strangers. All right, it's up to us to help figure out where the complexities are and make sure that we can still do things right.
Right, we're like doing that 40-point checklist to see if the car's running right.
Yeah, we're like certified pre-owned, except it's a brand new plan, right?
Yeah. You want it certified either way, whether
right.
It's pre-owned or new.
And we also help I think we help the advisors in that we help to keep the plan sponsor that they're the advisor for out of trouble with the IRS and Department of Labor, and we help the plan sponsors maximize the plan, either be able to put away the maximum for the owners or the legal minimum for the staff, or whatever it is that they're wanting to do to get out of the plan. You can set up a supposedly simple or basic plan, but every time a client starts off saying they want something basic, it's like going to Baskin Robbins. They start adding nuts and cherries and sprinkles, and it gets kind of crazy after a while, right?
Yeah, but a good advisor really focuses on the relationship with the client. Let's get the relationship, let's get the plan going, and then come back to us, talk to us about the complexity, we'll help you out, and then we'll craft a message to go back to the plan sponsor, because actually the plan sponsor doesn't want to hear all 10,000 pages in the IRS document.
And going back to what we said before, they want the advisor to help them with the money, and they want us to help them tell them what they need to do and what they can and cannot do.
In bullet points.
So I think that leads, yes, and I think that leads into the fourth item, where we help the financial advisors look good. They refer the plan to us, we do a good job, we come up with the amount of complexities that the client is comfortable with, give them the variables that they want, the flexibility that they want, and they generally have a happier client.
Actually, there's studies about that clients it's much more sticky, the relationship, right? That if you have a TPA, that's why a lot of investment companies actually have come back to the TPA model, is because they actually keep clients longer when there's a TPA involved.
Right, and I guess that'll be a different video as to what the heck bundled means, all right? But we're obviously in favor of the TPA solution, where, again, you end up with stickier clients. The clients are making fewer changes, and if they're changing the TPA, they might be changing the advisor as well, right there? And we don't want to do that, so.
So on to good
So is that one way to
relationships.
end a week? Yes. All right. So thank you very much. Hopefully this has helped a little bit. If you've got additional questions, or you want to try to trick me with a trivia question, it's sales@hunterbenefits.com. Like, subscribe, share, just let people know about us.